Yes, welcome back from that short break. When it comes to electricity in our country, definitely something can happen. We just need to have a backup, and that is what happened just now. In case you are just joining us on this broadcast session, this is Voice of the Farmer, and we have in the studio with us Mr. Sotin, Kayode David. Yes, he was talking about his experience so far at BIC Concept. Yes, we'll be going shortly back to him, but I just wanted to know why we are having this conversation. Listen to this music, we said, Ishiagbe, Tabafe Polo, Ibi, Ishiagbe, Lulip, and it's not just about Ishiagbe alone. If you look at the caliber of people that are in the agricultural sector, you can see that they are the ODs, yes, that is just it. So we just need to look for a place that will, a way that we can make agriculture more attractive and more enticing to our younger generation. It's obvious that yes, we are battling what we call food insecurity in our nation right now. And I think it's even a global challenge. Definitely, we need to find a solution to the problem. And that is why we need to have more youth inclusion in the agricultural sector. And that is why Mr. Sotin Kayode deemed it fit to say, yes, I want to go and acquire knowledge. I want to go and seek for knowledge for me to know how to start something. And he also diversifies because he's also a fish farmer. He's not just another person as you're looking at it. Yes, he diversified into other things. He has been doing fish farming before. But he said, yes, I want to go into other things that I think I need to make more money and make impact and also contribute to my own quota to what we call food security in our nation. Yes, we'll be going straight back to him now just to discuss and let us know how he was able to get the information about the training and what are the things he has been able to learn so far. So, Mr. Kayode, so I think you are saying something about how you got to know about the program. So let's continue with that, sir.
So, from Voice of the Farmer page, so I saw the advert and I applied. So it was through IIT, IFAD, and AgriHub. They are the one that organized the program. So BIC Concept is just like the training facilitator. So we did the interview, like I was saying, and I was among the 35 they were shortlisted for the training. So the training is not about Lagos or maybe Lagos alone.
Okay.
It was in 4 regions. We have the Niger Delta.
Okay.
We have for Ekpe, we have for Abeokuta, and we have for Osun State.
Okay.
So I was fortunate to be posted to the Ekpe branch of the training. Okay. So that's where I had my 3-month intensive training on soilless farming, hydroponics, and greenhouse. So it was a long journey because it wasn't easy. One thing I used to say is once you have passion for something, it will surely keep you going.
Exactly.
Like you rightly said, I've been in the fish farming industry for a very long period. But is that enough for me to relent in agricultural sector? No. So that's why I didn't fit that, okay, any training opportunity that I'm able to see, I should be able to apply and put in my best to it. So that's what led to the soilless farming training. So, and thank God it was a success because throughout the training, some people later left because if you are not committed to gaining something, then you just opt out of it. So away from home 3 months, no coming back. Just once we wake up, you go to class, you go to field. That's what we are doing morning till evening. So
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all.
It's not easy.
That's a very good one from Mr. Sotin Kayode. I love the fact that you said it's not easy because, yes, farming is not easy. Let me just say it like that because definitely you need to learn and at least acquire knowledge before you start making money from the agricultural sector. And it is a good one, you have your hands-on practical, that is intensive practical session on what we call soilless farming. That is a good one. One of the things I want to always advise our youth about is just that it's not just about the money aspect. You need to learn before you earn. That is just it. That is just the simple word. You learn before you earn. It is important because if you don't have any value you are adding to people, how will they give you money? How will you make money from it? So it is very important for you to learn before you earn, and that is what Mr. Kayode just did. He went to BIC concept, but it was an empowerment program by IFAD, IIT, and AgriUp, which I think he was shortlisted to be one of the 35 members, that is the beneficiary that went for the training, and he said it's an intensive training. So I will just go back to Mr. Sotin Kayode. I know there will be a day that you will say, thank God I even come to this place. Do you have any day that, yes, I made a very right decision for me to come for this training? So do you have any day, your happiest day at BIC Concept Limited?
Right from the day I was shortlisted for that program, it was, I was already happy because I've been seeing a lot of these training on soilless farming. Okay. Maybe from YouTube, from Facebook page and the like. Okay. But if you want to go for such training, you need to have your money at hand.
Exactly.
I had the training cost maybe around 150, 200,000. And you can't even do the training for 3 months. Maximum is maybe 2 or 3 days. So just look at the experience of 2-3 days to 3 months.
That's true.
See that is long. Yes. And this thing is free. It's free. And we're even giving a monthly stipend just to sustain ourselves.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I need to just give thanks to IFAD, IIT, AgriUp, and BIC because they were the one that were training us over there. So I just need to give kudos to them. They really tried.
That's a very good one. I do say this thing that to whom much is given, much is expected. So on behalf of Mr. Kayode, we are saying a very big thank you to International Institute for Tropical Agriculture, that is IITA. We are saying a very big thank you to IFAD. We are saying a very big thank you to AgriUp, and also a very big thank you to BIC Concept. Yes, we've been saying what you are doing online, and you are saying a very big thank you to you. You are trying to see how you can also contribute to food security in our nation. So you are also trying to train the youth. Yes, and that is a good one from you there. So now let's go back to, definitely we have both sides to everything. That is just like a coin. So definitely there will be a day that was like, who even send me a coin this day? So like, do you have any of this day?
It is plenty. Because it's got to a time there, like by 6:30 your body will have woken up already.
Exactly.
It's a greenhouse, and where we're posted to, we have 20 greenhouses. So if you have 20 greenhouses, is not a child's play. By 6:30 your body will have woken up, because by 7 a.m. that's one thing they trained us with. Then 7 a.m. you will have been outside to know what you are going to do for that day. So at times like this, when I even wake up, I was like, we are going today again. As in, it's not easy. Exactly. If you are in your comfort zone, you feel like anytime I want to wake up, I'll wake up, and anytime I want to sleep, I'll sleep. Exactly. But this one now, by 7, they don't even need to come and call you before you come outside to come and work. So, and the work is not easy because in greenhouse you stake, you prune, you spray, you terminate. There are so many activities. You give plants nutrients and the like. So it's not easy. Just like those are some of the experiences I had that I was not happy because I feel like today I'm tired. I need to rest. But there's no time for you to rest unless you don't want to know what you are there for or what you are posted there for. So those are some of the
that's a good one. One thing I believe in life is just that something good will never come easy. That is also. So you need to work for it, so that you'll be able to tell the story that yes, I was one that did this. That is a good one. So now I would just want you to just take us through one or two things that you want people to know about soilless farming. You know, I do say this every time that yes, do you know you can plant without soil, but you can never plant without water. That is it. You can plant without soil, like yes, you don't have soil, you don't have loamy soil, you don't have sandy soil, you don't have humus, you don't have clay, but you can always plant without soil. But without water, it is not possible. So now we have a soilless farmer here with us in Badagry. You know, one of the things that we are going to be exploring is just that this is a Badagry-born person. Yes, it's a Badagry base, and now we are going to be working in partnership with him to see how we can also give back to the community as well. That is one thing we want to do at Voice of the Farmer. We want to work with Mr. Sotin Kayode to see, even if it is possible for us to have a greenhouse in Badagry, and also see how we can establish and also train our youth, because let me tell you the real fact, that is where the world is tilting to. That is what we call all year round farming. You are not waiting for rain, you are not waiting for sun. You have everything controlled there. That's what we call soilless farming. So it is inside the greenhouse. So we can, since I just said this, that yes, food is not seasonal. Yes, hunger is not seasonal. Why should food production be seasonal? So if we don't want our food production to be seasonal, that means we need to tilt towards what we call technology adoption, that is adopting greenhouse system, especially for our vegetable farmers. So we have one in Badagry here. So in case you have a greenhouse in Badagry that you want someone to consult for you or to go and see what is happening, yes, we have a trained and certified soilless farmer in Badagry. So I want you to just take us through one of the two things that we need to know about soilless farming, and why is soilless farming, or let me say greenhouse system, better than open feed. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, if you are talking about soilless farming, as the names imply, soilless, you are not using soil to plant. But that doesn't mean you don't have other medium or means of growing. So that's where we have all these rice husk, potting mix. Those are what you use to plant.
Okay.
Now, you said something about water. Greenhouse needs water. But those water is not just ordinary water.
They are all nutrients.
Yes, exactly. that's where the soilless thing comes into place. Because you now use nutrients to feed your plant. And the greenhouse is not something that maybe they paint it green or something like that.
People will be expecting to see greenhouse
because of the plants that are inside the greenhouse.
Exactly.
You know, greenhouse is transparent something. So once you see it and you see the plants in it, you see something green.
Exactly.
That's why it is called the greenhouse. So now the greenhouse is just for you to manage your plant. You said something about food should not be seasonal or something like that. With greenhouse, you can continue planting all year round. You don't need to wait for rain. In fact, that place, if rain is falling too much, you'll be like, let this rain stop, because we don't even need the rainwater.
You mean that?
We don't need the rainwater.
Did you see why some farmers are waiting for rain to fall?
Because greenhouse it already has its own shade, like water can't even penetrate into the greenhouse.
Okay.
So you don't need it. The only thing you need is have your tank, have your irrigation system in place that you use to plant. That's all. The only thing you need is the
sunlight.
Sun.
Exactly.
Sunlight. That's how you control your plant, because there are some nutrients you give to the plant. It will need the sun to absorb it for you to manifest on the plant. So that's where you want the sunlight or the sun ray to come into the plant. So essence of greenhouse is you have control of your plant. There's nothing like maybe rats, insects, they are disturbing your plant. Unlike open field, whereby you plant tomato and before you go the next day, some maybe white fly will have damaged your tomato plant. You don't have something of such in greenhouse. Now you control the amount of water that comes into your greenhouse. So that's why I say you don't need the rainwater. You just know that you are using your irrigation system. Though the greenhouse has its own challenges.
Okay.
Because no matter how you plant, there are these insects. There is what we call thrips.
Okay.
In greenhouse, it will surely come. But you can manage it because you know it's in an enclosure. So you just spray. Once you spray, you have all these trap that catches.
Okay, yes,
flies.
I understand.
So once they are leaving the plants,
they will just be trapped.
Be accumulating them together. So that's one of the advantages of all these greenhouses. So now you are talking about open field. Open field too is okay. There are some crops that you plant on your open field that's the best place you can plant. You have this sweet corn.
Okay.
Sweet corn does very well
on open field. Okay.
But it doesn't mean that you depend on rainwater too. You
must have irrigation.
You must have irrigation system in place for giving it nutrients too. You have all this kale. Kale is like all these salad plants.
Cabbage.
You can plant it on your open field too.
Okay.
Just give it the nutrients and the irrigation system. Let it be in place too. Now, one thing is this greenhouse that we have over there. We have the ones we use trough that we are using the potting mix and the rice husk to plant. And inside that greenhouse too, they did this experiment like they are using the normal soil plant to see the difference between the two. And let me tell you, normally you are using your nutrients to farm. Okay. So it does very well on soil because you are giving it the nutrients. And it's not like maybe water is too much in the soil. You are the one controlling the amount of water. The only implication is that once there is rain, the soil have tendency of being wet.
Exactly.
So it brings all these fungi attack. So, but you have chemicals we use that will solve that too. To make it dry and the likes too. So that's the beauty of this soilless farming.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, we are saying a very big thank you to farmers. You are feeding the nation, and we are saying a very big thank you to you, and that is why I want to play this music to say a very big thank you to farmers. Thank God for the farmers. Lift up the sun setting on the world and its plans. Yes, we've been able to learn a lot from Mr. Sotin Kayode, and I want to tell you that you have not even learned anything from him, because we are going to be going practical sometimes, maybe on the show as well, sometimes maybe some other time as well too. But I'll be able to learn some things from him. So he said farming should not be just seasonal, especially food production should not be seasonal. And let me tell you, we have the advantage in the greenhouse as well. We also have advantage in the open field as well. So there are some plants or crops that you can also plant in the open field. For people that doesn't know what is open field and greenhouse, when you say open field, that is the number one that you see, that there's that place that you just plant on the bare land. That is open field. But inside the greenhouse, it is not painted green now. It is white because it's transparent. But because of what we have in it, agriculture is green. That is why they call it greenhouse, and that is what it was trying to say. And also, you'll be able to control your water, control the sunlight, control pests, control weed as well, and that is what he has been able to tell us today. We are going to be running up the show now because we just have a limited time. But I want to tell you, and I will be asking him again. Was one thing I want to do is just that we also want to give back to the community. When you are being empowered, you also need to empower people. That is very, very important. Even if you don't have the cash or you don't have the muscle to empower them, that your knowledge as well is something that you can also do. So we'll be coming up with a 4-week episode program on soilless farming, which will be handled by Mr. Sotin Kayode. It's going to be a show either recorded or live. Anyone, we are going to be coming up with it on this channel that is also the farmer. So just for you to also learn about some things on soilless farming as well. So let me go back to Mr. Sotin Kayode so that I'll be able to tell us himself that this is what I want to use to impart the youth of Badagry, to impart the youth of Nigeria, and also to contribute my own quota to food security in the nation. So what do you want to say, and let's just wrap it up like this. Try and appreciate IITA, IFAD, AgriUp, IITA, and let the world, let Badagrians know what you want to do for them as a youth from what you just went to learn at the BIC concept.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me first by saying big thanks to IFAD, International Fund for Agricultural Development. Okay. And IIT, International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. Then AgriUp. AgriUp is under IIT. So it's just like a coming together to form a group of farmers. That's AgriUp. Then BIC, they are the one behind the training. So all thanks to them. My 3-month experience is wow. Though there are challenges, but it is worth it. It is worth it. So now, how will I give back? I had the opportunity to go for the training, and with my commitment, I was able to learn. So if people are willing to learn, with what you said, like collaboration, I can see in a way how we can organize training for people too on this way, because it's not everyone that will be able to go for all this training.
Exactly.
the training for the next quartz is out, and it's not even extended like the one we first did. So it's not like 3 or 4 days notice. So you know, it's not everybody that can
have access to that information.
But since we have people that are in the line already, we can use that avenue to train others. So people that are willing, I am still leaving it back to you. So you are the one that will see how it's going to work out and create time for people to come for the training.
Yes.
So I'll be willing to share my experience and my knowledge with people that are willing as well.
Yes, that's a very good one. Yes, that's a very good one for Mr. Sotin Kayode. We are saying a very big thank you to you. You know, it's always good. You know, there's something we call passing on the gift. Yes, you are giving a gift and you want to pass it on to someone else. That is a good one from you. So we are saying a very big thank you to you. And this is going to be a benefit to Badagrians, especially the youth in Badagry and also some other places as well. Because any training you are going to be doing will be streamed live and for people to also see how they can also learn from it as well. So we are saying a very big thank you to you. And that will be all on our show this morning. You know, it's just talking to a farmer for him to share his experience so far at BIC Concept. So I want to personally say a very big thank you to BIC Concept. That is the founder, Mr. Onofowola. Yes, thank you very much for what you are doing. We are saying you are just like a mentor to us because we follow everything you do online. I know you are in Canada now doing great things in the hydroponic section. That is Solet's family. So we want to say a very big thank you to you. Yes, and this is Sotin Kayode saying a very big thank you to you as well for the privilege, for the opportunity, for the mentorship, and also for the training as well. So we hope to see someday, yes, we hope to see one day, and also to see how we can also collaborate and also see how we can contribute to food security in our nation. Till I come your way next time, my name is Garuba Fizolumide once again. I will always be your host because I am your host today. Because when it comes to anything agriculture, yes, this is what I do and that is my passion. So till I come your way next time, my name is Garuba Fizolumide once again. I say bye bye and God bless.